What up, Kingdom? It is Ryan here, and welcome back to another episode of Civilization V Brave New World. So in the first episode, we got attacked by a bunch of barbarians, and we did some exploring. We also did an intro to sort of how it works, how you can work tiles, culture, science, gold, and all of those important things. One thing I did notice after the last episode ended is I looked at the minimap down here, and as you can see, there's a little blue circle here, and what does that mean? That means America. So the USA, that's not their capital city, so I haven't actually met them yet because they built New York sort of after I'd been down there. But it would appear that Washington has got to be around here, and the important thing about that is the states are here. They're on the map, they're on our island. When we're looking from a world domination perspective, we're going to have to take out them as well, probably sooner rather than later. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to send down some units and meet them whenever I have the units, but for now we're just going to work on continually building up our science, building up our empire, and I also do want to get rid of these barbarians if I can, with hopefully as few casualties as humanly possible. So for now we're going to keep these guys on alert, and we're going to keep simming along here. Nope, you keep asking me for this, and I don't want to do it, so I don't want you to have an embassy in my area. It's my area, so not too interested there. But yeah, as you can see, these barbarians are now way up in my grill, and now it's time to attack. We're going to be attacking them, and yeah, we just want to hold them back so they can't run in here and get rid of my worker. That's the only thing, is I want to make sure my worker stays safe, because if they even touch my worker is gone, and is not very easy to get back, so I do want to be very careful there. Also, we finished mining, and there you go. Goodbye, you're about to sink. See ya ship. And yeah, we could take out this unit right now, but I'm just going to heal up. We're in a safe position where these guys can't move very far. They can only move 2 tiles at a time, so it's not like they can snake me, get behind me, and then get at my other units, so we should be pretty safe there. Now, library. We're going to build up the library, and then we'll get some archers going. But yeah, now we have 2 units of warriors, and that should be enough. If I can take care of this unit of barbarians, then we're going to march on their sort of encampment there, and we're just going to take it out of the game. Now, there will be other encampments that we're going to have to deal with, but for starters, that one is so close to Delhi that it's going to really slow down the growth. You know, if Delhi expands another tile everywhere, we're almost right there, and then there's basically no way to get out of it without losing some life there. What we're going to do now is I think we're going to go for bronze working. We can get these sort of in any order. It doesn't matter that much. We need all of them to get towards catapults anyways, so yeah, that's what's going to be happening. But yeah, we'll keep simming along, and we'll see what these barbarians do. Nothing, so we're going to take them out of the game real quick. There we go, get rid of you. And then attack there, get rid of you as well. And that was like a very, very good victory right there. They're down for the count, and both my units are almost full health. They're at a high enough health that I'm going to go and take out those barbarians, those pesky barbarians. We do not like them in these parts in India. Not a fan. What we're going to do is, that's a minor defeat, so we're just going to march these guys right there. And then we're going to march these guys. Can't move them all the way up. But we should put them there, and then that way, if they kill this unit, then this unit will be able to kill them, and then get onto the encampment. But I really hope we don't lose any units, and I don't think we will. But I'm not 100% sure on that front. So what we're going to do with these guys now is we're just going to have them heal up there, and then these guys, we're going to have you walk even closer. I just want to surround these guys. I want to surround them, I want to get full HP, and then I want to attack next turn. But I don't know what these guys are going to do. They're either going to just encamp themselves here, lock themselves in, yes, and that's what they're going to do. So they're not even going to attack me. They just want to make sure they're fortified so they can defend as well as possible. Time for another policy. Legalism provides a free culture building in your first 4 cities. That sounds good to me. I don't mind. That sounds fine. But yeah, now I think it's time to get rid of these barbarians. We're not really going to be able to kill them too well. We've got a flanking bonus and a bonus, but they also have a fortification bonus because they're basically caving out in there. But you know what? We got to start attacking them. Otherwise, you know, we're never going to end up taking them out. It's pretty much even, but we do have 2 units and they only have 1. And then that was also pretty even. We basically narrowly lost the first fight and then narrowly won the second one. So we are in good shape. Now, it's going to be really, really bad, and I'm going to be quite sad if they sort of spawn another unit this turn. Yup. It happened. That's not good at all. Good news, the saving grace there is it was a ship. That's nice. Because if it's a ship, basically we can take this encampment and then run away, and that ship can't really bother us, you know. It'd have to go all the way around this entire island to get to our main city, so, you know, it's okay that it's a ship. So for now, what we're going to do is, you know, I'm just going to fortify these guys, and then these guys will hopefully be able to take out the barbarians if we get some lucky hits. And it looks like no luck for us, no such luck, unfortunately, so we are going to have to use them. But there go, barbarians, get out of the game, see you around. Wow, that guy's just taking them all out. He's soloing. Holy cow. That one guy just went ham. Heck, that guy was like freaking William Wallace. Just took everybody out of the game. But yeah, as you can see, we dispersed the barbarian encampment and recovered 25 gold from it. That's always nice. That's not a bad thing. That ship is going to attack us, but it shouldn't be able to kill my unit. So that's fine. What we are going to do now is we're going to bring one unit back here just to like sort of take care of Delhi, take care of all the things going on in Delhi. These guys I'm just going to heal up to full, and then I'm going to have them automated explore. So they're going to keep exploring and just trying to figure out what's what, get the lay of the land on the island. I just want to see where everything is. I want to get the whole island figured out, just in case. I just really don't want anyone to sneak up on me. So yeah, it's going to be important to get the lay of the land. Okay, people that like to smile the most. We're 5th in happiness, that's fine, it doesn't really matter, as long as it's in the positives, like I said, it's all good. And there we go, bronze working is done. So what we're going to do now is they're telling me to get trapping, but I'm not too into that. We don't need horsemen, that's fine. I think we just want the catapults. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the wheel right now. That'll also give us war elephants, which are not actually a very useful unit, but you know, they are elephants, so, you know, we got to take at least one into battle with us for good luck, you know, as is customary. You're India, you can't go to war without... They're basically archers on elephants. They're kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to keep simming these turns. We just hit turn 50 a turn ago, so, you know, they kind of fly by. But obviously later on, once you get into the wars and you're dealing with 30 units at a time, it can get a little bit more complicated. And, you know, the war turns will take quite a bit longer because there's a lot of strategizing involved. You want to make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad situation. You do not want to set yourself up for failure. Okay, so what we're going to do with these warriors is we're going to bring them back to Delhi, and as you can see, the combat strength went up because they're garrisoned in there. That also means they will not cost us anything because of the policy we adopted. So yeah, just good stuff there in general. And yeah, we're just going to keep simming along. And there we go, we've now officially met Mr. Washington. So here we go. They don't have any luxury resources or anything for us, nothing like that. But you know, we've met, which is good, and I think that should show us their capital. Yes, so it should be right in there. So yeah, that's good to know. Always good to know. And yeah, so we've officially met. They've got spearmen, so they are a little bit ahead of us in the military stuff. I don't want an embassy, I want your capital, so yeah, we're not taking that. No trades yet. There's not important to make trades yet. You know, later on it becomes very important. You need research agreements and things like that to help your science, but at this point, this early stage in the game, you really just don't need it. So now, everyone's saying get the Great Library. What does it do? One free technology provides a free library in the city which is built. That's not worth, because it provides a free library and we already built the library, so that is not worth. I'm going to totally disagree with those guys right there. Temple of Artemis, very helpful. 10% growth in all cities, that is a big deal. But you know what? We're focusing on a war here. Let's see, if I went to a production focus, how long would that take? 16 turns. I don't want to wait that long. No, we're not waiting that long. 16 turns is too many. So what I am going to do is we're going to start working on some archers, and yeah, we'll keep going on from there. Okay, so someone's entered the classical era. We're not quite in the classical era yet, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're behind in science. It just means that they've chosen different tech trees, and as you can see, like, they've just gone straight into something like mathematics. But anyway, that's what we're doing now. So at most, we're 9 turns behind. So in 9 turns, we will be also entering the classical era, so that's not a big problem. Now, enemy unit in our territory, it looks like they're gone now, so that's okay. Nothing to worry about there. But yeah, we do have our unit of trusty Indian warriors just to defend if necessary. And then yeah, these guys are just heading down here and just want to see what is going down. Man, all of these ships, and it's not the same ship every time, these are different ships. Kind of getting worried here that there are a lot of barbarian encampments probably just up shore here, like maybe even 2 of them, and they're just going to be spitting out ships and sending them. Although I'd much prefer the ships to the land units. The ships really don't do much damage, they don't cause much harm at this early stage in the game. Obviously, barbarians, their technologies advance as well throughout the game, and you know what can happen there is, you know, all of a sudden the barbarians that are attacking you are actually totally lethal and you need to be very careful. But for now, we're in a pretty safe position, I would say, where, you know, the ships we can just take out with our capital and that's not an issue. But yeah, look at Oramus over here getting attacked by these barbarians, pesky barbarians. We're just going to stay away from there, and good job, guys. I put you on auto and you ran right into a trap. So I might be losing this unit. There's a half decent chance I lose this unit, but you never know. Looks like Oramus is doing that, gonna bombard them, and they're gonna run away, and it looks like we are safe. Now we've got our archer, which is really, really good. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna put this warrior on automated explorer. We're gonna have them come down there as well. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not automating it. That's lazy. We're going to send them up here. We want to see what's going on up here. Even if there's not much going on, want to make sure that, you know, I know the lay of the land. And then we're going to keep the archer in here. The reason it's good to have an archer garrison in the city is because my city can attack and then my archer can also attack, and my archers are safe because you'd have to take out the city before you could get the archers. So it's a really, really good way to sort of double up your defenses in that sense. So now we've got to go for it. It's a war elephant. It's a freaking war elephant. They're cool. They're really cool. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna refuse you there. I don't want no trades. I want your capital, like I said before. You know, I don't want to give them any mixed anything. I don't want them to think that we're friends, anything like that, because then other nations will think I'm a liar later on in the game. The other thing that's cool is you can see in the diplomacy what people think about you. So we've got no contested borders, and then America, Washington, we also have no contested borders. So it's all neutral. It's all neutral, and it's not a problem. And look at that. We've met another city-state here. Not very important. But yeah, we're going to send these warriors up here and just see what is up with the land, the layout. I think based on what this island looks like, we're probably at the very top of the island. But it will be good just to, you know, figure it out and see what everything's looking like. And there we go. We've got catapults as well and the classical era. That's very, very nice. That's very helpful. Because yeah, classical era, big deal. We want to make sure we're on top of the science thing. And at the end of this episode, I will check the demographics and we will see what's what. Military advisor is saying sailing. I don't know how much I agree with that. I think we'd probably be better off getting... I just want to make sure that we can see iron on the map. Can we? Yes. We can see iron on the map. Do we have any iron? We currently do not have any iron. Is there any iron there? No, we don't really have a way of getting iron. Oh, there's iron right there. Oh, sweet. So that's actually gonna be great. The trick for iron is, if you're gonna build swordsmen, they take 1 iron per, but they are very powerful. So you know what we're gonna do right now is we've already got the catapults. Why don't we get some swordsmen going up in here? And that's also going to really help us in the battle. And then once we've got the swordsman, we'll get currency to sort of stabilize the gold, because currently we're losing 3 gold per turn. That's just because of our military size. If we go right here, we are losing, yeah, minus 3 gold per turn on unit maintenance. So basically, what they're saying is if we had no military, we would be in the positives for gold. But because of our military, no chance of that happening. Oh wow, looks like there was really nothing up here. I am going to walk them all the way to the end of the peninsula just in case, but it looks like that was just, yeah. We're right at the tip of the island, which isn't a bad place to be. It means we can't get attacked by multiple people at the same time. Yeah, we're right at the tip of the peninsula, so that's totally fine. You know, we could even, if we could bottleneck it off right here, that'd be incredible. The only thing about the US is they like to build very, very quickly. As you can see, like they've already got 2 or maybe even 3 cities. Massive borders right there, and you know I could see them coming all the way up here. We've got a lot of good luxury resources nearby. These guys, and that cocoa is probably ours, like for sure. But you know it's always worth considering. So yeah, we're gonna jump into the next turn. But yeah, the plan for this episode is just we want to build up our army so that we can launch an assault. Now, depending on location, I said we were gonna attack the other guys first. Assyria first, but we might actually want to attack the US first before they become too powerful. It just depends on where Assyria is, because the states look like they might actually be closer. But you know, our warriors who are exploring will figure that all out for us. Oh, you're in a great spot. Good job, guys. You set yourselves up for success there. Congratulations. Idiots. Stupid warriors, please run away now. That's just not a smart thing to do, or they're gonna die. Yeah, they're done for. Shoot. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this, but good job, warriors. You're the best. The best at not dying, apparently. So yeah, why don't we just watch them die, because they're very, very intelligent. Just, yeah, bring yourselves right up to the barbarians. But actually, I don't think they're gonna survive. I don't like the chances. Oh, the one-man hero. Nope, it's over. It's all ogre now. It is all ogre now. Goodbye. Well, that kind of sucks. There we go. Unit killed, but we do have the backup warriors. You know, I really didn't want to lose any units. I really didn't. But what we are going to do with warriors now is we're just going to bring them all up here, sort of bottleneck this area with our military. And we are going to go for the states first, because I don't want to send another warrior into dangerous territory just to sort of explore. There's no point doing that. I'd rather just have one safe area where I know no one dangerous, like there are no barbarians here currently. So that's what we're going to do for now. And then the other thing that does is that lets us move our military closer and closer to the states, you know? You get the military up to here, and then, you know, a couple turns later, you get them even further. You'll get them down to here, and then fairly soon, you just have them all behind this mountain right there. And then, you know, New York. I don't know if we're going to start with New York. We might actually start with just Washington, go straight for it. But either way, that's the plan, is build our military and move it up. And as you can see, that's going to start with the War Elephant. Look at this thing. Incredible stuff. It's actually not very powerful, but it's a ranged unit that can also move at a very quick rate because it's cavalry. So, you know, it's never a bad thing to have. So now the next thing, we do not need any of these. I mean, they're nice, but you know, we're in the middle of, we're not in the middle of war, but we're about to be. We need catapults. We got to pump out these catapults. I'm also going to move up these archers because, like I said, we're at the top of the peninsula here, so like there's nothing dangerous that could be happening. No one should be able to pull a fast one on Delhi. So yeah, we're just going to move up all of our units, get them into like a within striking distance position. Because, you know, you don't want to declare war on someone and then have to bring all your units close. That's just never that's never a good idea. What you want to do is you want to declare war, and then within 3 turns of declaring war, you want them to be out of the game. You want to just sweep through them, decisive force. That's like the best way to do it. So yeah, we're just going to move this elephant up, get him all the way up there. Yep, good stuff, good stuff. Get this warrior down here as well. And do the same thing with the archer. Just get everyone closer to the future battle. But yeah, end game. What the assault is going to need, I think we're probably going to need 2 or 3 catapults. I'm going to say probably 3 catapults. That's going to be a really good start. These guys are going to stop here. Yeah, probably at least 3 catapults. We're probably good with the amount of archers we have. But the swordsmen as well are going to be really nice to have a couple units of swordsmen. And then that should be like a powerful enough military to attack. The other thing that I'm looking at right now is our gold is dropping at a very high rate, and that's also like a really, really bad thing to have happen. So we are going to have to pay attention to that. And like I said, after we get iron working, we are going to get currency, and then hopefully that helps. Because, you know, you do not, you know, especially with that catapult coming, we're going to be in even more debt, and it's going to be really, really bad. Yeah, as you can see, we're 7th in the game in gold. That's never a good place to be. So yeah, we'll move these guys a little closer, but hopefully we can sort of get our sinking economy back under control. So +1 gold and -1 unhappiness for every 2 citizens in the capital. That's helpful. And then that's also helpful, but why don't we go for this? That's going to fix our gold problem pretty much right away. There you go, +4 gold per turn. Problem solved, we're good. We're not actually good because in a couple turns we'll be getting negative gold per turn again. But, you know, for now, that sort of delayed the problem, and, you know, it's always a good thing to have. Someone's built Stonehenge, so we can no longer build it. That would have been a waste of time if we'd done that. There we go, ironworking is done. So what we're going to do now is we are going to look into, I think currency is just a good call. We need more gold because clearly our military is not supporting itself here. We need to fund them properly, otherwise, you know, you also can't go into negatives for gold either. Same with happiness. Very important to stay happy and with a little bit of money in the bank. Which probably makes sense to most people. I mean, pretty detrimentally important for most economies. But yeah, for this episode, we're building up the army. We're getting powerful enough to take out America, and then hopefully towards the second half of next episode, we can go all death to America on everyone, and that'll be great. That should be fun. That does not reflect actual views, but yeah, let's do that. And they've got ships. Assyria, what you guys doing with your ships? That's scary. You're scaring me off. But like I said, the ships at this stage are not powerful. It's only later when they've got subs and things like that that it gets kind of worrisome. This early in does not really matter. Okay, so looking through here, I think we should just go for the swordsman. And you know, we're even going to queue it up. So not change production. Sorry about that. Show queue. Add to queue. We're going to do swordsman, catapult, and then swordsman. That's what we're going to do for our military. And then that should be enough force to probably take them out of the game. That should be like more than enough. I'm assuming that I'm going to get to the states before they have swordsmen, and then, you know, that's going to be a massive advantage. Probably a big enough advantage to just seal the deal really quickly. But it's always a risk, because if you build a siege force, and, you know, we're wasting time producing this big military, and if I do not get Washington with this huge siege force, I'm going to be screwed for the whole game. And it's a long game. I don't want to be screwed for the next, like, 10 hours of my life. So, you know, it's going to be very, very important that anytime we're going into war, you know, it's a calculated risk, but we have to be good with the strategy. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to win this game at all. You know, because we would have been way better off not building this military. We're building it for one purpose, which is take out the states. And if we cannot take out the states, we're going to be in a really, really bad spot, if that makes any sense. And look at that. We've met Spain. Wow. Look at that. And they've got 2 ivory, which we could buy for gold, but we are too poor. So yeah, where's Spain at? Spain, let's find them. And we've already met them. My disagreements with Isabella have become too much to bear. This situation that can only be resolved in the battlefield. Will you join me, friend? What? I don't even know where they are. I don't know where they are on the map. I'm assuming they're far away from me. But no, we're not friends. We're neutral. We're clearly neutral. We have no interest in this arrangement. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want... I'm working on the states for right now. I don't even know where those people are. Maybe we just met a ship. Maybe they're on another continent. No, they couldn't be. What is going on? Where are they? Are they down here? I think they'd have to... No, that's a city-state. I actually don't know where Spain is. Spain, where y'all at? I have no idea where Spain is. They must be further down this way. But no, we're not doing that. We're not going to declare war on Spain. We've got a different war to deal with. And it's definitely not Spain. But anyway, we're going to keep going. We've actually just hit the 20-minute mark, though. So I think I'm going to do one more turn after this one. Just start getting close to finishing off these swordsmen. Then we'll check out all the stats. And then, yeah, I'll be ending off the video there. We're going to keep these guys here on high alert. And this can be the last turn. Let's see if anything happens. We'll take a quick look at the diplomacy before we end off the episode, though. Okay, so it's sim along. Accept embassy with the states. No, we're trying to take the states out of the game, so that just doesn't make sense. I don't want them to have an embassy. Hopefully they don't hate me for that. But yeah, now, let's take a look at the civilizations. They covet lands you currently own. Isabella, you warmongering Spanish prick. So what that means is we might want to take them out of the game next, depending on where they are. But that basically says instantly, they want Delhi. They want my area. Which we cannot let happen, of course. Everyone else is neutral, although the states will be very unneutral once we declare war on them or just roll our troops very close to their capital. So that being said, let's look at the stats and just see where we are. I'm hoping that we're #1 in science at this point, but I don't know for sure. Let's take a look. So we are first in population, attaboy India, carrying the population. 6th in crop yield, 7th in manufactured goods, 7th in gold. Those aren't that important. 8th in land, that's fine because we only have one city. That makes perfect sense. 6th in soldiers. We're only 6th in soldiers? What? We've got a massive army in comparison to what I thought other people would have. So that's very, very bad. But on the bright side of things, the states are last in soldiers, so that is good at least. In terms of approval, we're 7th and 6th in science. So wow, the states are carrying it in science. So you know what? We're definitely going to get rid of the states first. They've got a small military and a lot of science. So that's definitely going to be the place to start off. But yeah, we're not in a great spot yet, but hopefully we will be by the end of the next episode. I also do think that we would be first in science or close to if we swept up these ones, because they all count equally, but something like this that takes 12 turns, we could have in that same time gotten, all 3 of these. So, once currency is done, we'll get sailing, trapping, masonry, and then we'll recheck the science and we should be in a much better position. It's just that we haven't been very balanced so far. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Have a good one. I'm also going to pre-record the episode after this one, but after that 3rd episode, I will be checking all the comments and then I will be sort of reflecting them in how I play. So let me know what you think. I'm happy to do anything, just whatever you guys think, what you want me to do with India. Because the current plan is take over the world, but we could easily go for a science victory, culture victory, whatever. It's all open right now. That's how early in the game we are. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a good one and peace out.